We finally took our Tesla in for its first service after 40,000 kilometers. So how much did it cost and what did they need to do? So we've had this car for just over 2 years now, and as you know, Teslas don't really have a strict service schedule, but it was around about this time I still decided it was a good idea just to go in and get a few things checked. So I booked a service appointment just using the Tesla app. It was super easy to do. It was about a 7-day turnaround for the time I could actually get the next appointment at our local service centre in Mulgrave. You can also chat with someone from the service team just in the messages section on the app, which is really useful if you've got any questions to ask. I booked that under tyre rotation, and then a week later, I've arrived at the service centre and a message popped up on the screen of the car, like it knew that I was there for service. And then everything is basically done through the Tesla app. You don't even need to give them your key card anymore. They can access your car on your behalf from having a service appointment. So they took the car for about an hour. I just stayed in the waiting room and did some work. They did offer me a test drive of the new Model 3, which I politely declined because I've driven that car enough to know that I really want it. So it's probably best I stay out of the driver's seat for now. And then before I knew it, the app notified me that the car was completing service, and then they drove it round to the front. The dude was just like, everything's in the service summary. You can read up on that before you accept your car back. They completed a tyre rotation, which was $80. They mentioned that the inner edges of the tyre were starting to wear a little bit, so just to keep that in mind and possibly bring the car back in another 10,000 kilometers for them to check. They replaced the cabin air filters, which I had asked them to do. I had actually pre-purchased 2 cabin filters from the Referral store before going in, but they're only $35 each. You do need 2 of them, and Tesla recommends that they get changed out every 2 to 3 years. The labor cost for doing that was $50. They also did a check over the whole car just to make sure there was nothing unusual or outstanding that they noticed. And the total came to $142, which doesn't include the cost of those 2 cabin filters. The coolest thing was I was able to pay using referral credits. So thanks to everyone for using my referral link. This service didn't actually cost me anything. When I compare it to Mazda, which is my most recent experience, the cost difference is phenomenal. We were paying almost $700 every year with the kilometers we were doing to get our local Mazda dealership to provide service on that car. It was expensive. They would keep the car for the whole day. This was like an hour in and out, super easy, affordable. So yeah, very positive experience. I wasn't expecting to make content on this, so I didn't actually capture many clips at all. But the Tesla app is probably the highlight of the whole thing. It is so well synced with the whole process. It keeps you up to date with everything that they're doing, and you can just see at any given time what status your car is at. There's also a couple more things I wanted to mention while I've got you. First is that I have installed a new pressure washer. It's wall mounted on the outside of our carport, which has been awesome. It's called the Grand Falls Pressure Washer Plus, and it's from a brand called Giraffe Tools. You may have seen me using their previous unit. This one is really similar, but it has an even longer hose. It's 30 meters long, which is really helpful for washing the car wherever it's parked, but also going around the house and actually washing weatherboards and pavers and just cleaning up areas that you weren't able to reach before. I also think it looks really, really good mounted on the outside of the house. There's 4 different nozzles that you can choose from depending on the strength that you're after. So for car washing, you obviously start with that entry-level one, which is the white color. And it's just nice to be able to pull into your house and grab and go whenever you need to wash the car. It's just ready for you. And it does come with a foam cannon, but I would recommend buying special foam cannon soap to get that really thick coating over the car. So definitely worth checking out if you're interested in this. They're not overly expensive, and they've just launched this new model into Australia. I'll leave a discount link in the description below if you're interested in checking that out. The other thing I wanted to mention is we're about 3 weeks out from moving into our new home, which has been years in the making. So we're very excited. We've basically started packing boxes this week. So the house content will be starting soon. And yes, we will be installing a brand new Powerwall 3, which I'm so excited about. The wiring has gone in. The install date is in about 2 weeks time. We also have 21 solar panels going across the entire north face of our roof. And in fact, I got a chance to see the physical panels that we're going to be installing at the All Energy Expo last week in Melbourne. That was at the convention center. And I also got to see Powerwall 3 there for the first time and meet heaps of the team members from Tesla Energy. So that was actually an incredible event. I was not expecting it to be so big. Anyway, that's it from me. I better get back to packing and I'll catch you soon in another video. Thanks for watching.